Bienvenidas y bienvenidos a estos segundos encuentros con Kabia. Esta vez tenemos el placer de presentaros a Almagro, directora, pedagoga y actriz finlandesa, a la que tuvimos la suerte de conocer por primera vez en el 2011, cuando vino a Bilbao para darnos un primer taller, un primer workshop de la mano de Anna Subchitsky, que es la fundadora del Canto de la Cabra, Song of the Goat, o Teatro pies en Kosua, tres nombres en tres idiomas diferentes para definir a una compañía muy potente, muy característica, que es una compañía polaca asentada en Wrocław, que es un lugar muy especial, una ciudad muy especial, donde bulle el teatro europeo, es uno de los corazones teatrales de Europa. Allí es donde el Canto de la Cabra tiene su sede, y allí es donde Anu ha trabajado como actriz desde el año 2007. Ahora tenemos la suerte de tenerla de nuevo aquí con nosotros en el año 2016. Vuelve a darnos un workshop para transmitirnos parte o mucho de todo ese buen hacer que transmite esta compañía, el Canto de la Cabra, que tiene una forma muy concreta y muy especial de hacer teatro, donde aunan el trabajo grupal con una humanidad y un corazón muy fuertes, con la música, el canto, el texto, ¿sí? Y por eso estamos aquí hoy, para disfrutar también de su presencia, hacer algunas preguntas para conocer los secretos del oficio, y además tenemos la suerte de poder hacerlo en unas instalaciones de lujo, como son las instalaciones del Bizkaia Aretoa de la Universidad del País Vasco. Así que nada, si te parece, empezamos. Ok, so, Anu, vamos a hablar primero de los orígenes. Let's talk first about the origins, yeah? Your origins in theater, tus orígenes en el teatro. When and where do you begin to do theater?
So if we start from the 0 point,
Yeah.
I started when I was 3 years old, little girl in Switzerland,
Okay.
in Zurich,
Okay.
with a wonderful theater maker and pedagogue, Metzentin.
Okay.
And I loved it since the first time. My mom always said that was the one thing I couldn't miss,
Okay.
and that was the beginning. Then I grew up in Helsinki, in Finland, going to groups, having like hobbies, theater hobbies. And then I had a wonderful chance to go to high school in Helsinki,
Okay.
in Kallio High School, which is for self-expression, singing, music, writing, playing, modern dance, all sorts of creative journeys I could have there.
Okay.
And then the way I continued was still theater. I studied in Tampere, in Finland, an MA in acting.
Okay.
And that's the time where I already met Song of the Goat in Poland. And the way they work with completely full human being, full actor, it captured me and took me on this path.
Okay.
And then I have been since 2007 an actress with this company, and slowly I have learned the way as well to guide and teach this very particular work, beautiful work.
Right, right. So, lo que te llevó a Wrocław fue ir a hacer un máster con el Canto de la Cabra. What took you to Wrocław was to do this MA with Song of the Goat?
No,
Okay, no?
I didn't have any interest to do an MA with this company.
Okay.
I really only wanted to learn what the company is doing.
Okay.
I wanted to know how they work, how they can open and be strong and work from the heart. And the way for me was to do the MA.
Okay.
So I wasn't actually interested.
Yeah,
of
the
MA.
title or in
Yeah,
the MA.
I already did my MA. So this was for me really particularly be with these people. Learn from Anna and Grzegorz and the other people around the company.
Okay, and now the next question comes. Ahora viene entonces la siguiente pregunta. ¿Cómo te llega la invitación a formar parte del Canto de la Cabra como actriz y qué sientes en ese momento? How do you receive the invitation on the part of the Song of the Goat, that's the company? How was it that they tell you, do you want to be an actress? Yeah, in our group, and what did you feel? How did you feel when you got this invitation?
It was in the middle of rehearsal period of my master course, and we had very intensive next weeks coming. We were performing in Poland and in UK, in Manchester and in London, and it was before one rehearsal when the director of the company asked me, okay, if you want to stay with us after this course, you are very welcome. And it was, my heart was saying full yes.
Okay, so it was
beautiful.
clear.
It was no hesitations.
Okay. In that sense, there were no hesitations, but was it difficult for you to leave your country? To know that you would stay in Poland or in Wrocław and that you won't go back to your country in some years? ¿Fue difícil para ti en ese momento, decir, pues me voy a quedar en Wrocław y no voy a volver a mi país?
I always traveled a lot when I was a child, so I learned to be with different nationalities, different languages, different cultures and energies between people. And as well, I studied and worked in different cities in Finland. Mm-hmm. So in a way, a place was not such a big issue for me. Mm-hmm. Then, of course, later I stayed with the company. I missed my family, I missed my language, Finnish language, of course. We all do miss if we don't have it close to us.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You mentioned before, antes has mencionado el tipo de training o de técnica que se utiliza en el canto de la cabra, que es coordination, ¿no? La coordinación. You mentioned before a technique, the technique you use in Song of the Goat, coordination, yeah? What is coordination?
This is a great question. I'm not the first person to answer this question because I'm learning it from the masters who have created this. So Grzegorz and Anna started their own company, I think 1996. And their master, Akun Tulku Rinpoche, told them practice coordination. And then they started to build this idea about coordinating all these skills that actor has, which includes the rhythm, the song, voice, working with the text, working with the body, working with imagination, working with heart, the feeling, compassion.
Could you tell us about just one experience you had with coordination training where you really had like an insight? Or really an experience when you say, wow, this is another thing that has nothing to do with everyday life, maybe one of your first experiences or something that was in that sense special, yeah? I will translate. ¿Podrías hablarnos de alguna experiencia que hayas tenido con el training, ¿no? Este training de coordinación que fuera realmente especial para ti? Pues en un momento de esos sublimes, ¿no? O que subliman la realidad cotidiana, que te dieran un insight, una de esas visiones en las que entiendes algo o ves algo claro.
The reason why I love my work is that I have it always when I'm working. And this is one reason why it's so special for me. I feel fully challenged every moment. If I'm acting, if I'm working as an actress, if I'm performing as an actress, or if I work with other people, if I teach, every moment I feel some kind of insight or something new will open up. But I can tell you one funny example of this. When I was studying with the company, and it's very heavy physical training as well, as we have experienced.
My legs no, mis piernas lo saben.
Yes. So there was this one moment when the director Grzegorz was working with us as a group, and we were moving and sweating, and he was guiding us towards a very rhythmical and physical action, so that you would have to move and sound and then hold, and then again we would move and sound. And then I had this blister in the bottom of my foot, and the skin was all the time disturbing me. So in one moment I just grabbed the skin And then when I stopped, I was holding this piece of skin in my hand. And in that moment, kind of the whole training and me being in Poland, suddenly went in my brain like, what's happening? I'm in Poland, standing in this beautiful old monastery building with a piece of my skin to my own foot. Okay. And soon I'm going to sing and move more. This was a very special moment.
Thank you. What's impulse? ¿Qué es el impulso?
Everything has impulse, no? The thought, the breath, the emotion, everything in life, the idea, the light bulb. In this work, we work a lot with impulse.
That's the reason why I ask, yeah?
Yeah.
The impulse, it's like the first, no? Sparkle.
Yes, the sparkle is a fantastic word for it. It's like the inspiration. The inspiration comes.
Inspiration, impulse. Mm-hmm.
Yes, then of course we can talk about the emotional impulse, the impulse for song. For example, the Karelian lamenters, they used to say when asked how you learn lamenting, how you become a lamenter woman, they used to say, you don't ask this question. When the sorrow comes to you, you lament. So that's the true impulse, to sing, to cry when the sorrow comes. We can talk a lot about the physical impulse. We can read a lot about the physical impulse. Where does it start from? Yeah. Maybe here, in the core.
Okay, yeah. And what's the pulse?
For me, the pulse is something here.
Okay.
And with me it's funny because my heart beats in a very not very stable way. Okay. So my heart probably has its own journeys. We work a lot with pulse. I found really interesting information about people singing together. Because apparently when people sing together, their heart starts to beat in the same tempo. Their hearts tune the beat. I think that's a good answer.
Yeah, that's a good answer, right? Yeah. And this is the reason why when we do some trainings here, like an ensemble, we sometimes manage to really have the same beat. To beat like 14 people in the room are like beating, have the same pulse, are beating together, right?
Yes.
It's a fantastic moment.
It's a fantastic moment.
Yeah.
To connect with other people in this very particular way and share this experience.
Very rich, nurturing, yeah?
And a very human experience is something that we are losing now, I think, in the world. People don't anymore go and, hey, let's sing together, or can you sing this song? People go like, which film shall we watch? Or we are losing this connection, I think, which makes it even more precious somehow now.
Yeah, and when this connection exists, in these moments where you have like 14 people in the space connected, there is some beauty, there is some misery. Hidden, or maybe not hidden, because in that moment you can like see it or feel it, yeah? What would you say about this mystery or this beauty? Where does it come from? Or?
I would wish that people could experience this more. I mean, human being is built to experience this. We need to share this vibration, this resonance, this heart feeling, and we are losing this. I wish all people to sing together.
Yeah, in that sense, I would like to ask you also about social work connected to this kind of experiences, yeah? Because these experiences maybe can help other people, not only actors, but other people that are, in difficult situations and so. And I heard you work as a clown sometimes.
Yes.
With Clown Without Frontiers.
Yes.
With refugees.
Yes.
Can you explain us something about this?
So for me, theater has always been about connection.
Right.
And somehow before meeting Song of the Goat, I really loved to go through a clown character, because you can reach straight the child. You know, you are in a very strong, like rapid, immediate relationship. So I've been developing this clown work, and as well I felt the need to take this work as well, like you said, to some other people who don't go to the theater and buy the tickets and have this kind of prestigious possibilities. So we have been doing clown work for children. Myself, I've done mostly in orphanage houses in different countries in Europe.
Okay.
And yes, this way of connecting, it definitely appears as well in this work. As well in Poland, I was part of a wonderful team called the Jubilo, which work as well with minorities in Poland, which is the Roma kids, young people and adults with Down syndrome who are not particularly in the society. And it's been wonderful feedbacks, really beautiful feedbacks and openings in different societies, yes.
I can imagine. In that sense, do you think that human beings, because we are able to create these magical and so beautiful moments of sharing and open-hearted, would you say that the human being is good per nature? That the nature of the human being is good?
Yes, we have to say this.
Okay, we have to.
We have to. It's just the pressure of the world that stirs us in these weird directions, I think.
Do you think that this kind of training and practices can make better persons of us?
Yes. This kind of practice, like any good practice, is not just to practice walking or singing. It's not about external practice. Actually, I believe it's completely internal practice. And I believe any internal practice will make you grow as a person, as a human, for sure.
Okay, and talking about growing, as human beings growing, let's talk now about motherhood. You've been a mother recently, you have a daughter, 3 years old. Me too, I'm a mother too, with a daughter, 1 year and almost a half. And we are actresses, and beautiful and difficult though, at the same time.
Beautiful and difficult. Definitely, as a human, it's the biggest opening you can have, this relationship.
Right.
As well difficult, as we know, the tiredness comes. I believe that the energy when you are with a child is very similar creative energy, what you need in your work in theater. So suddenly you are not only needed in theater and as a source of inspiration for your work, but a source of life and inspiration for your child. So it's not dividing yourself, but somehow the energy, you are one person, and suddenly you are like sharing your energy into plates, you know?
Yeah. And very important plates, right?
Yes.
Or demanding, energy demanding areas, no?
Yes.
Yeah. Motherhood. Yeah, okay. We are mothers and we take care of children that grow, and we try to, orient them or teach them, how to manage in life. In theater, I think that we have also fathers and mothers somehow, no? When we begin, or in different stages. In different stages, or periods, I mean. Do you have theater mothers or fathers that you could name, like 2 or 3 of them, and maybe make a brief summary, say some words about each of them?
I have few, like you said, during my path. The first one for sure is Metzentin. You know, this woman who gave me this inspiration as a child. And as some people say, the first years in your life are the most remarkable. So, she's definitely one. Then, when I was young, teenager, I was working with a choreographer, Hanna Broterus. And she's a very beautiful, remarkable dancer and choreographer, Finnish woman who wanted to do work with social context. And she works actively in Finland, and she creates beautiful work with children, with old people, with students, with professionals. So it's a very inspiring person for me. Then, for sure, when I went to Poland, I have the whole family of this. Brothers, sisters, father, mother are all there. So the Song of the Goat Company has been amazing artistic home for me, and will be for sure always this place for me.
Okay, thank you very much. I have just a few questions to finish, where I would like to talk about now. So, are you a freelance now?
Sort of.
Okay.
I worked very intensely with Song of the Goat since I gave birth. And then after giving birth, my work started to go more. I wanted to create as well my own work as a director as well in theater, and teaching more in different places, meeting amazing people and groups like Kabia and Almagro. Yes, in a way freelance. Now I'm going back to Poland. I start again to work more fully as an actress. I continue this path, which I'm very excited. And
okay. Now that you are like diversifying a little bit more, because first you worked like fully as an actress for a company for many years, and now you were like more freelance and teaching and directing, and also like an actress. Is it more complex now? Is life more complex now that you do like?
I have to say, when after I gave birth, life was very complex.
Claro, and after being a mother, right?
Yes. And then now, when I kind of I feel a little bit more stable in motherhood.
After 3 years, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It feels actually more simple, some ways.
Okay.
Because somehow the life I had before my child as an artist, it somehow like settled in, like you were saying, through motherhood. You somehow you mature. You see, you maybe have more compassion because you have to go through tiredness yourself.
That's right.
So some ways things feel more, maybe
more
even
settled.
Yeah, more maybe even here and now. Maybe it's even easier to accept this here and now. Now.
Right. Okay. And just to finish, a wish for the future to become reality.
Wish for the future. Continue the journey, grow in the journey, give more.
That's it. Okay. I hope this will continue, because this is what happens now, and I hope that the flow continues.
Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much, Anu.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was it. Esto ha sido todo. Pues corta.